Hey everyone, AstroNerdBoy here, and I wanted to do another newbie Princess Connect video. This time regarding shops, and as you see up here right now, it's if you're a new player, bonus shop now open, and so this pops up when you're doing PVE content. So we're gonna go ahead and click this right here, and Kokoro-chan will yammer at us. But if you're a new player, you'll notice that one, this is a mana shop. You use mana to buy these things as the currency, and then mana is a fairly precious resource. I do have a guide for new players on dungeons, which is one of the big places where you get mana, and following that guide, you can quickly get through to the first two dungeons and start collecting a lot more mana. But when you're early on, you'll probably want to go ahead and buy everything in the store. Even though mana is a precious resource, the cost per piece is not too bad. Now, however, if you notice here, I've got 268 of these, 432 of this. Stuff that you've got a ton of, yeah, obviously you're not going to want to spend. But early on, you will probably be buying everything. I would say for like the silver stuff, maybe 150-ish or so you could cut off, because it just basically, it'll keep piling up. For the gold stuff, maybe a little bit higher. The gold mats you burn a lot more of those. So we're going to go ahead and buy that. Now, this store appears 5 times a day. It has a 10-minute window, so you need to, whenever it pops up, you need to jump in there and go ahead and take care of it. Now, as soon as you make your purchases of everything you're going to purchase, you're going to want to close it immediately. And the reason for this is you go back to doing whatever quest you're doing or whatever event you're doing, and that will give the store another chance to reappear. However, for the purposes of this, we've closed the store. But let's go down to the normal store, and this is also a mana store. For new players, I would not recommend spending anything here initially. Once you start building up mana by going through the dungeons, then you can definitely do this, and I think this is a good spin, because you need a lot of experience potions. I'm not gonna lie, I almost wish I'd started earlier. But it is what it is. I would not worry about buying refinement crystals, because you kind of want to be limited on how much you use the refinement crystals until you get more late game and higher gear tier levels. But in the dungeon, if you're a new player, I would say Yukari and Nozomi would be good choices. Yukari is a 1-star character, pretty easy to get, out of the gacha, obviously. But even though she's a 1-star character, she is amazing as a healer and support. And so definitely want to get her. You want to get her to 3 stars, then get her unique, which also cost character shards, and then get her to 5 stars. So definitely want to do that. And if you've got excess currency, which I do, Nozomi would be another good choice. She's a great tank. She's a daunting tank, and she provides offensive bonuses from time to time to the team. So definitely for new players, definitely that's where you want to go. For new players, you don't want to worry about gear just yet. Once you get further into the game, then you can decide, okay, which character, if any, do I want to farm, or which gear pieces do I want to farm, and go from there. In Arena, now this is kind of a tricky one. I've done some research, and there's a bit of, most of the characters in here not the greatest. My clan told me that they recommended Tamaki, but I've also heard some folks talk about Monica as well. So I'm going to go and say, go ahead and just get Tamaki. She's an okay DPS character. I'm going ahead and farming her for now. That's all I'm farming out of here. And then once I get her to 5 stars, I'll decide where I want to go from there. But for now, that's where I want to go. That's what I'm doing. So, and you get this currency, obviously, from the arena. The Princess Arena currency, new character, new players definitely want to get Miyako. Miyako at the early game stages is a superior tank than Pekurin. Now, eventually Pekurin will jump Miyako because Pekurin's unique gear piece causes her to just really jump up there in terms of her usability. But early game Miyako is better. So, you know, for new players, Miyako, definitely for sure. That's where you need to start your focus. And then after that, you know, you can work on maybe Kaori, you know, whatever else. I do know that this store has some purple gear. So I don't know. I need to consult my own people as to what, you know, what to do in more advanced levels. But for new, yeah, just stick to Miyako. Now for divine currency, do not spend this currency on any character except limited release characters that are only obtainable out of the gacha. So, for example, Makoto is farmable out of the clan shop. Therefore, you don't want to spend money on her. Kasumi is a limited release character, so you know she would be a pretty good one to get. But any character that you can farm, like we saw Nozomi, is in the dungeon. So you don't want to spend this currency to get more Nozomi shards when you can get them out of the dungeon. Unless you're going to whale or be a Kraken, and then it doesn't really matter. Because you'll get plenty of this currency. This currency mostly comes from the gacha. If you get a duplicate 1-star, you get 1 divine amulet. If you get a duplicate 2-star, you get 10. A duplicate 3-star, you get 50. And then the events that are going on, like right now, the if we go over here and look, we've got the medal gacha, which if you played Fate Grand Order, this is pretty much like the lottery. Every character event in this game has a lottery component, and you also get divine amulets from it as well. So that's the only places you can get these currencies for the most part, I should say. But like I said, any character that can be farmed, don't spend the currency. I was misadvised early on and was told, oh yeah, go ahead and spend some currency on Pekurin to get her to 2 stars. And, you know, it was only 10 of the currency, but it was 10 I didn't have. So as you see here, I used this currency to get Muimi up. And then, you know, I've gotten some currency because I just did a pull. So yeah, so I'm getting 11 more shards for Christina. And Christina is a limited rate-up character. She can't be farmed anywhere else. So, yeah, absolutely. But, you know, the other characters, any character that's not on the limited rate-up banner, you don't want to farm for them out of this store. Save it just for the limited rate-up characters. Now, clan, Makoto is, I would say, the obvious choice for new players to get. Now, unfortunately, clan currency, especially if you're in a clan that's not just looping the clan battles over and over and over again for massive amounts of currency and a higher overall ranking. Yeah, you're not going to get a lot, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. But Makoto is the choice that you would make here. So hopefully that helps just for new players to know, you know, where to start their purchasing power. And like I said, this store right here, just, you know, you're pretty much going to clear it out probably every day because you need the mats and it's not too much of a drain on your mana. And be sure to check out my dungeon guide to get more mana and more dungeon coins. In the meantime, I hope you liked this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and let me know if there's any other new player content you'd like me to create. In the meantime, have a good one.